My father was a lifelong agnostic. He was a man of the physical world, comfortable with all things mechanical. And he was a science buff. He also attended church with my mother every Sunday. I once asked him why. Well, Dave, I'm never more than 7 days away from being reminded that it's my job to be the best person I can be. Every Sunday, he told me, hundreds of people from our town took time out of their weekend to dress up nice and slog to church for no other reason than to declare their intention to be moral human beings. That they all witnessed each other doing that built a level of accountability into each one of them and into the community. I've yet to hear a better argument for organized religion. In California, there's a phrase that you'll hear every time the topic of religion comes up. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. My dad might have said the exact opposite. He was religious, but not spiritual. He saw organized religion as an important part of a moral community. To him, God was sort of beside the point. Later, when I joined Alcoholics Anonymous, people would say that God had removed their desire for alcohol. Of course, nobody would suggest to them that they should skip the meetings. The fellowship of the group, combined with the 12-step moral map, seems to be the magic formula. But I'm not discounting the belief in God. I myself remain skeptical, but I've lived long enough to see a number of real-world advantages to belief in God, whether or not God exists. I go to a lot of funerals these days, and there's no doubt about the comfort provided by a belief in the afterlife. That idea alone, that a person lives on somehow after their physical death, makes me envious of those with an easy belief in eternity. More important than that is the sense that all of life is guided by a providential God. My religious friends simply know this to be true, and that's huge. No matter how crazy things get in their lives, disease, financial ruin, problematic children, they have a calm confidence that a plan is unfolding that will someday make perfect sense out of the worst chaos. That gives them a sort of lightheartedness about things. An atheist just has this one life. It's this life, followed by nothing. I'm not saying that makes life meaningless, but it does completely change the game. See, if there is no God, no afterlife, and no master plan, then the only way to live on is to be remembered. That means you have to do something important that nobody will forget. But if my little life is one expression of an all-knowing God, then my own plans are not so important. I don't have to make my mark in order to have lived a proper life. I just have to be a good person and trust God to sort out where my contribution fits in. The meaning is not up to me if I'm religious. If I'm not religious, it is up to me, and that can be a burden. And then there's the charity thing. I've yet to encounter a charity founded by atheists. There may be one, but I haven't run into it. No, charities are almost always founded by religious people, and religious people give more to charity as well. Makes sense. If you feel accountable to live a better life, and if you believe that every human being is a creation of God just as valuable as you are, then turning a blind eye gets to be a little tricky. There's more to this, but you can add the rest in the comment thread on our page. If you're still listening, you are probably religious, and this may be the first time you've ever heard an agnostic speak in favor of religion. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was about time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and then click the little bell to get notifications.